will be working with solving percent problems using an equation. There is another video available if you wanted to do percent proportions. This one, we're going to be solving the problems that are given on question 4 of the Math Prep and Learning Lab percent review. And we're going to be using the equation method. Equation method is pretty straightforward. I'm going to put an X instead of what, and then I translate this English sentence into a mathematical equation. What is always equals 42%. I'm going to write as a decimal. And then of is times, and 364. So I just translated it, and then I do the math. So X equals 0.42. I'm going to get a calculator ready. 0.42 times 364. My answer is 152.88. Then I go back and see it says round to the nearest whole number percent. So the nearest whole number, when you're rounding to a whole number, you're dropping the decimals off, but first you're going to round because 8 is higher than 5. This will round up to 153. So my answer is 153. The next problem, something different is missing. So here we were looking for the amount. This would be the amount and the base. On this one, we have the X is the percent, but you can still just translate what percent. So X, something we don't know, of is times 172 is 56. So here, if I have an equation that normally you'd see it like this, 172x equals 56, I would divide by 172 to find out that X is 56 divided by 172, which is 0.32558. And then I need to go back and see, for one thing, I want a percent. This is a decimal. So to get a percent, I multiply by 100%. So that moves the decimal place 2 places, the decimal point 2 places to the right. So it's going to be 32.558. But it says to the nearest whole number or nearest whole number percent. So it would be 32. This is 5 would mean that this rounds up to 33. So it's going to be 33%. So I just worked this out. The key is when you get the percent, when you get the decimal percent answer, you want it in percent form. So you multiply by 100%, which moves the decimal point 2 places to the right, and then you round. This next one, we're missing the percent also, but it's set up sort of the other way. At 75 is what percent of is times is equal of is times 125. So I have 75 equals 125x. I'm going to divide by 125. And if I take 75 and divide by 125, I get 0.60. Again, this is the decimal form. When I want a percent, I want the percent form. So I'm going to take 0.6 or 0.60 either way and multiply it by 100%, which moves the decimal place 2 points to the right. So I end up with 60%. This last one on this sheet, then there's another sheet. Find 26% of 280. So this one, find, means this is going to have to equal something. X is going to equal 26%, so 0.26 of 80. Of 280. I messed that one up, didn't I? Let's write that over. X equals 26%. I put it in decimal form. You're used to seeing it like this, though, of 280. So 0.26 times 280 is 72.8. But again, we want the whole number. So 8 is above 5, so this is going to round up to x equals 73. On the next page, we have some more problems. 14 is equals 65% in decimal form of what? Of x. So divide by 0.65 to find x. So I have 14 divided by 0.65 equals 21.5. If I'm going to round, it's going to go up to 22. So x equals 22. Here's another one where it starts with what? So it starts with x equals 22%, so 0.22 or 0.22 of is times 84. I like to put the x instead of the dot because it gets confusing with the decimal point and the dot. So again, we're just going to multiply 0.22 times 84 is 18.48. 18 and 4800ths. But again, I only want the whole number. So 4 is below 5, so it's going to stay at an 18. X equals 18. The next one, 28% of what number is 40? So 28%, I'm going to put in decimal form, of is times, that's going to be times x because that's what we don't know, is 140. To solve for x, I divide by 28. And I get x equals 140 divided by 0.28. And my answer is 500. And the last one here, find, so x equals, we're looking for this, find 0.3. So now here, be careful. When I put this into a decimal, if I have 0.3%, I'm going to divide by 100, which moves the decimal point 2 places to the left. So it's 0.003 of 512. So x equals 0.003 times, what was it, 512? Equals 1.536. But again, we just want the whole number. So 5 means that this is going to round up to a 2, x equals 2.